guys, and welcome back to another episode on the Fashion Fables podcast. Today, I am welcoming special guest Callie, digital creator, brand designer, and also known for her Pink Moon agency account. Callie, thanks for coming on.
Thank you for having me, and hello to your audience.
So let's get into it. Callie, if you could just begin by telling us a little bit about yourself and what you do.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm 22 years old. I am a senior in college. I'm from New York, but I'm attending college in South Carolina. And I am a marketing coordinator. I had an internship that turned into a job. I'm very grateful for that, especially during COVID and everything. And I also do Pink Moon on the side. I'm the CEO and founder of that.
Love that. What inspires you when creating your brand design, and what services do you offer to help others?
So it's so funny you asked this question because I did a Snapchat story template, and there's like 30 questions, and it was like, ask your designer something. And one of them was, what inspires you? And I was like, oh, this is going to be one of my questions. And honestly, nature and architecture probably are the two that influence me the most because I love minimalist styles.
Cool. I like how you combine that, like nature and architecture. That's so unique. I also love nature. I just feel like just like going outside is just like so peaceful, and like taking in the little moments, like even just like looking at the sunset or like just going outside is so peaceful and inspires me as well.
Absolutely. And I'm in Charleston right now for work. So it's kind of a combination of both. So it's
Okay.
like every time I go on a walk, I feel inspired.
Oh my God, I love that. What are some good tips you have for Instagram platforms and ways to keep audiences engaged?
There are many ways to keep your audience engaged. Instagram is always changing and evolving, and it's kind of hard to keep up with it and know what's real and false. But my number one tip would be engage with your audience. If you have someone with the same niche or profession, send them a DM or comment on their post, like express your love for their art or whatever they do.
Mm-hmm.
One thing that definitely intimidated me at first was all the other brand designers, and I kind of bit the bullet on that one, and I reached out to some of my inspirations. I don't know if you know who Sophia Amoruso is.
Not really, but it kind of sounds familiar.
She was the founder of Nasty Gal.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So I talked to her on Instagram. Amy Porterfield, she's a huge marketer. And so reach out to people and share your experience and be honest and genuine. And that's the best way to keep a genuine connection.
Yeah, genuinity is extremely important, I think, for like just life in general also. And yeah, that's great. That's great advice. So do you feel like Instagram accounts get more engagement when they have like a specific feed, or do you think it like totally depends? Like, what are your thoughts on this?
This question definitely got me thinking because when I first started, I didn't have a theme. I didn't have a color, my brand palette. I didn't really have anything. I was just kind of making designs. Mm-hmm. But it's kind of your first impression besides your profile picture when someone clicks on your feed. So whether you're using your brand colors or a certain aesthetic pattern, something like that, I would definitely recommend it because it's eye-catching and people will want to see what's next.
Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, me personally, like, you could probably tell, but I love like the neutral colors, so I stick to like the blush pinks, like the beiges, like cream stuff like that, because that's just personally like what I'm into, and I think that having your own brand can kind of just like distinct you from like other people and kind of make you like known, like, oh, like that's the girl who posts like this stuff, or like just like stuff like that, just to make you stand out, because I know that there's so many social media platforms out there that are all trying to get engagement and are all trying to better themselves as brands and individually. So I think just like finding something that makes you stand out will really help with your engagement and your feed.
Absolutely.
Is there a time trick to posting on Instagram? I'm really curious about this. Like, for instance, certain times that work better than others to ensure that your content is getting noticed?
Yes. So I was very excited to touch on this topic. if you have, no matter if you're a brand designer or a massage therapist, you should have a business account on Instagram because you have access to your analytics.
Yeah.
So you can not only see the percentages of your followers that you've gained or lost, but you can see profile visits, almost anything, and it's free. Mm-hmm. So that has been, I would recommend that for anybody, just so you can kind of track your growth and see like, oh, this didn't work last month, I can fix this for next month and stuff like that.
Okay, that's interesting. Because I know like some people post like at certain times of the day, like they're like, oh, like post in during the morning on like Wednesdays, let's say, and like that's supposed to help with engagement. Like, do you think that there's like certain specific days that you have in mind, or kind of just like what your personal like feedback is from your audience?
So I know for marketing, Mondays and Tuesdays are always a great day to post, more Tuesdays than Mondays. But so when you have access to your analytics, you actually see when your followers are the most active. So then you can see like, okay, it's like kind of like a chart. So you see, okay, 75% of my followers are online at 9 a.m. So post at 8:45. So when they log on, they see your content.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
And are there techniques that work best for your personal content? And just like any final thoughts on what makes your brand design unique and special?
Personal content, it's stick to your brand. It's very hard for brand designers, I feel, to stick with it. I've seen a lot of people that started during quarantine and they haven't posted since October. But just stick to it and stick to your brand. And some other brands can feel intimidating, and don't buy followers. That is a huge no-no. And yeah, just stick to your brand. Don't buy followers. Engage with people as much as you can.
Great. And Callie, what are some ways to just get in touch and learn more about the services you offer?
Yeah, so Pink Moon, we do everything from making social media posts, SEO optimization, product photography. You can visit our website. It's pinkmoonagency.com, or you can just click the link. My Instagram is Pink Moon Agency, and I have the link for my website in my bio.
Great. Thank you so much, Callie.
Yeah, thank you.